I am the daring distraction. Well, I mostly, hey, look at that! Anyway, I mostly defeat my, nemesis? I usually defeat them by distraction. So I may yell, "That chimpanzee is robbing a store!" I may still bust and then, you know, see what happens. What are my 5 superhero mottos? Well, if I had to pick, I have a lot of mottos. I'm going to say 6, in case one of them isn't good. It's good to have a backup plan. Planning and distraction, that's what I do. My first one is, the air on my skin and the world under my toes, slavery stitched into the fabric of my clothes, chaos and commotion wherever I go, but love I try to follow. Love will set me free. That's from a Brett Dennen song. This one is, I like to say to the villains as I'm defeating them, "You are a shallow, cowardly hind, and you lie," which is Shakespeare, Henry IV, Part 1. Another nice one for the nicer occasions. "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul," Emily Dickinson. This one's also very good. It's not Emily Dickinson. It is, "You might find out that the thing you hate so much is the thing you miss when it's gone," and that's Dr. Bob Kelso from Scrubs. This also comes from Dr. Bob Kelso from Scrubs, which is, "Nothing in this world that's worth having comes easy." And the last quote is from a guy that you may or may not know. A few people have heard of him. And it is, "I don't hold grudges against anyone I went to high school with. We're all trying desperately to survive." And that is, of course, John Green. So those, I guess, would be my superhero mottos or slogans, or they aren't really catchphrases. They're a little long for that. I mean, can you imagine me, you know, dashing away, being like, "Hope is a thing with feathers that perches on the soul"? I have this die here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a number, and whatever fan of mine is that number, I would like to challenge you to do something superheroic. So I rolled a 4, and so that would be a Sunday, and that would be Kelly. This fan I know named Kelly. So Kelly, what I would like you to do is have your first half of your video, at least, you can do the whole video if you want, with sock puppets. At least 2. 3 if you can rope a friend or parent into it. But sock puppets, you know. So there's one time I was in this freaky building. Like, it was dark and scary. Like, I swear there's organ music playing from somewhere. And there's this guy, and he's like holding this baby hostage. And I'm like, "Dude, you have to let go of the baby." And he's like, "No way! The baby's my hostage!" And I'm like, "Dude, you put the baby down. We'll have a talk. It'll all work out. I won't break your legs." I mean, I'm strong superhero strength, you know, all that stuff. Whatever. I don't like to brag. I'm so freaking strong. So, yeah. So the guy's like, "No, never." And so he, like, puts the baby on the floor next to him. And then pulls out this gun. And I'm like, "Dude, there's no need for weaponry." So I'm sitting there and I'm like, how do I get out of this? Like, I have to get this baby. I, you know, take out my trusty penny collection. And, what's on the news? 17 pineapples reported stolen from a local grocery store. We have a crew going to the scene as we speak. We'll bring you updates with this crisis as it happens. Several shiny objects have gone missing around the area. Mostly pennies, buttons, and bits of tinfoil that have been caught in trees. Right, penny collection. This one has a log cabin on it. Well, anyway, I throw it in his face, and he gets all distracted by the pennies hitting his face and his eyes. And I take the baby and run and return the baby to her mom and call the police, and the bad guy gets arrested, and all is well and good with the world. So that just happened yesterday. It's not like my most daring rescue or saving the worldness, but I mean, it's the most recent. Today's been pretty quiet. Little shout out, if you will. Rick, I will see you tomorrow. Let me know if you need anything done, and I will do my best to, hey!